Hi everyone, this is Anna again. I'm going to do a really short video on what I did with Rimm this past week so I can give you an idea of what you can do with options. Last Thursday after market, Rimm came out with earnings and I looked at the chart and I said, oh my, look at this, oh my, oh me, head and shoulder, topping tail, I'm going short. Now at that time, the oscillator was actually pointing up, so I had to go by my candlestick formations. So what I did was, okay, I'm going to go in and show you the exact trade I actually did. I went in and I did, this thing will pull up for me. I did an April. It's probably going to show a position in there because I'm still holding one. But I'll show you what I did so you can see how I adjusted the trade. Oh, this is in my paper money account, so it's not going to show. Okay, so what I did was I looked at Rimm and I looked at the single strikes around the stop price, which was 62.50, 60.57, 55. Obviously, I was bearish, so I was going to look. The stock was at 64 on Thursday. So I looked over the options and I looked at the price of the option, and at that time the implied volatility was much higher because before earnings the market makers pump up just like a air pump. They pump up the volatility in an option because of the news that's coming out, because of people want to trade something before earnings, so they take advantage of people by pumping up the premium or the IV. And once that earnings or that news comes out, they suck out that volatility. Thus, if you did a straight put, you maybe wouldn't make money unless you're in the money and unless the stock makes a big move. So that's what I'm good at. I'm good at choosing the actual strikes and what works best for a earnings report. So what I did was do the 60 and I did the 50. I bought the 60 and I'll show you what I did. Let's go into the verticals. So I bought the 60. And it's going to be different now because the stock has dropped so much. So you're going to click on the ask. I bought the 60 April put. And I sold the April 55 put. Now, what I bought it for was $1. And you can see where it's at in one day. And virtually, Friday. We haven't even opened up for tomorrow yet. So in one day, I turned $100 into $282 to $289. I mean, you could have gotten $286. Not a bad return. Almost, it was about 175%. 175% return on the original investment in one day. Okay. Now, but what I decided to do was, and I don't always do this, but in this case I did. I saw that Rimm would probably get some kind of a little bounce. Let's go back to the charts. So we opened up the next day. It was around this 280 something when it opened up. So I went and I watched the chart. Now there's a huge bear flag on Rimm. I mean, this is pretty humongous. Pretty humongous. Nice stick down, sideways consolidation. I'm looking for another move down. To give you a little nut there that you might want to trade off of. But you have to know what you're doing. So what I did was on the bounce here the next morning is I bought back those short or the 55 puts that I sold for 80 cents. So I turned around and I bought them back. That's thereby adjusting the trade. And if you go over to the 55 single and see where it's trading at, if you were to buy it now, it would cost you about $1.15. So there I was actually locking in, I was adjusting the trade, going to maximize my return to the best of my ability by using charts and adjusting and buying back the 55 put. So thus I am now writing, when I bought the Rimm 60, it was at 150. And you can see right now, it's at 390 to $4. So I'm still in this long 60 April put. Now, it's in the money, or if I wouldn't have held it over the weekend, I would have probably closed it. But we still have, I believe, 18 or 19 days to expiration, and I believe, just out of my past experience, probably Rimm's going to get a downgrade or two from that. Probably. I don't know for sure, but looking at that bear flag, it's pretty evident that it's pretty evident there's a nice bear flag in there, and you can pull it up on the 60 there. Look at that. That is about as beautiful bear flag as I've ever seen. And you got a little bit of bullish divergence here. Doesn't mean it won't pop. I suspect that we'll see 50 before we see 65 again. So, or even 60. So that was my trade on Rimm. I wanted to share that with you. Earnings season is coming up, so I'll be doing a lot of stuff on earnings this coming earnings season, and we should make a lot of money. So hopefully we'll see you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.